Hello, welcome in everybody. My name is Laura from Tenacious Taurus Tarot, and this is going to be a general daily collective message. Keep in mind, timing and energy is still fluid. This could play out today. The message may or may not be for you, so just take what resonates, leave behind the rest. Feel free to hit that subscribe button. Don't forget to like the video, comment on the video, share the video. It does help circulate the content. Just a nice, free, easy way to show me some love and show me some support. But let's get into it. I always like to talk about the meditative session before jumping in with the cards. And so today I kept being shown a mirror, a mirroring energy, and sitting in the energy of the Star card and the Strength card. And so this is a very powerful combination. This is a very powerful message from the divine realms. And so heed the message, heed the warning, because we are going to be experiencing some massive collective changes coming up here. And so you're likely experiencing a chapter coming to an end in your life, whether this was a big chapter in your life or just a little chapter, but we are going through major endings, major completions. And so whatever ending you are experiencing, trust that it is going to lead you towards some type of rebirth and possibly even more prosperity and abundance. And so there might be an important decision that needs to be made, especially a decision where you might need to take action. And if you don't take action on behalf of yourself or your own life, then a decision will be made for you, because the message today was loud and clear. It was all about empowerment. How can you empower yourself to go through this deep internal process of introspection in order to swiftly progress forward? We have the sun forming a trine to the North Node exact today. These energies have been building. And so there is an opportunity, I feel, today to explore your true potential, to really align with all of this universal support that is guiding you towards your goals. And so reflect on your purpose, reflect on what it is you need to embrace in order to instill the next level of personal growth for your own spiritual journey, and trust in your abilities. Trust in your abilities to create the life that will reflect you stepping into your highest potential. And so the energy today, I feel, is a huge reminder about humanity and about us as human beings, because we are here to keep a sacred promise. We are here to bridge the gap between one another rather than keep creating burdens within connections. And so remember, empowerment doesn't have to be loud. It doesn't have to be angry. Empowerment is about stepping into dealing with any situations that have been ongoing, that have been a burden, that have been dragging you down. You likely are dealing with some type of situation that might be making your blood boil. So take a step back. Take a step back and remove yourself from the situation. I know what it's like to be triggered. I know what it's like to want to annihilate the person or the people that have hurt you and dragged you down. But when you calm your energy and you take a step back and you eradicate yourself from all of the negativity, you can bridge the gap. And so keep on keeping on with that persistent faith, and trust that all will be balanced out in due time, in divine timing. And so show compassion to yourself and others, because you certainly will be better off. And so let's get into the tarot and oracle messages. We're going to start today with the crystal stone deck. So let's cut the deck and let's see what needs to come through. Keep in mind, this reading is not sign specific, but I will call out any zodiac signs that I do feel need mentioning throughout the reading. And so there is this energy, I feel, of feeling perpetuously restless. And so if you're feeling restless because there's something agitating you, you really need to realize why it is you're stagnating. What are you stagnating? What are you spinning out on something about? There could be a new crush coming through. I just feel get ready to face some type of lifelong existential dilemma. We got hematite on the cut and we got kyanite on the cut. And so this is all about aligning to wholeness and deepening your perspective. And so if you find yourself being drowned out in all kinds of mental clutter, mental chatter, mental noise, I think the reminder is thoughts are thoughts. They're just that, right? Thoughts are thoughts. And so you have to take action to create your reality. Thoughts are great, but you do have to really get rooted in reality, right? Thoughts are thoughts. Reality is reality. And so you might be feeling very anxious about needing to make a decision, but I do feel kyanite will help you to align to the moment and to cool your mind. And so hematite, it actually says blood on the card. Hematite is a metallic charcoal stone that comes from the Greek word blood. And so like blood is full of iron. And so like blood, hematite moves the good to where you need it and takes the bad away from where you don't. So working with hematite will help you get unstuck, especially if you're feeling stuck and stagnating right now. And so we've got a very powerful new moon coming up here this weekend. And so what is this moon time all about this month, right? How do you want to use this energy? When you want to pull energy from below, you really got to make things happen. And so how can you choose to align? Because I do feel somebody here might have a new crush on somebody, but first they need to face some type of lifelong existential dilemma in order to get things moving. So let's see what else needs to come through. All right, guys, let's see what messages need to come through. Please feel free to check out the membership side of the channel. There will be a link below in the description box to join. On the membership side, you get access to perks. I go live every Thursday at noon Eastern Standard Time. So if that's something that interests you, I'd love to have you join us over on the other side. And don't forget, if you'd like to book a personal reading, there is a webpage now up and running. So go check out the webpage. I still have a sale on the transit chart readings. And so the transit chart reading is perfect. It's like a snapshot of what's going on up in the cosmos, and it is connected to your birth chart, so we can get a clear view of how these energies are affecting you personally. So if you want to get that booked in, check out the links below. Moonstone. I love Moonstone. Moonstone will help you find your natural rhythm. We get Peridot. And so this is about magnetizing your motivation. So I think when we give chase to love, money, power, and joy, we really do have to apply ourselves, right? And so we get what we put out into the universe. And so if you are afraid of success, maybe this is something that you need to go inward and think about. And so you don't have to have permission to be successful. And then we get Obsidian. So there is a need to protect your soul. It might have something to do with taking a step back from the internet, maybe disconnecting from social media. But I feel somebody here is traveling way back in time in the mind. And under this new moon, I feel it really is the perfect time to set that intention to align with your purest life affirming energy. And so somebody here, I feel, has an inner child that is calling them for some type of nurturing. And this might not be made fully apparent until we are under the full moon in Aquarius in a couple weeks' time. And so I do feel somebody here has been wearing some type of mask. And we can wear many masks throughout the day. We have many roles that we play, but I feel somebody I am talking to is an earth goddess out there. And so really mind the people that you keep around you, whether they're work people or friends. Trust your intuition, because do not allow your empathy to overrule your intuition, because I think we are entering a very intense period of time of exposure when it comes to people that are brooding, people that really aren't a positive influence in our lives. And so there's this underlying lackadaisical energy coming through. And so maybe somebody's coming out of a very long, dark night of the soul, and it's time to start giving chase to joy again. And so what I want to say is enjoy the ride. Enjoy the ride and protect your soul, because I do feel somebody here is really looking to cut out some negative people and possibly even some patterns from their lives. Could be a Scorpio, doesn't have to be. But I do feel somebody here, you might be connected to somebody here that is like a concealed weapon and is really a frenemy. So be mindful of that. I feel like a spiritual surgery going on here when it comes to removing people, places, and things out of your life that are no longer serving you. And so think positively. Even when something seems completely out of the question, trust that when you are being dragged down, there are dark forces at work. And so dig in and arm yourself with spiritual protection. And so Obsidian might help you. I feel somebody here feels like they're being throttled back, but I feel this is going to just accelerate you very quickly. So take some time to find your center and to get into your depth with Aragonite. And so Aragonite is all about meditation, finding your center. So if you've been feeling out of alignment, get ready for a major reset. So let's get into it with the tarot. Somebody here needs some type of healthy, sustainable balance. So let's get into it and let's see what else needs to come through. Strength. Wow, strength. 9 of Wands. So the strength card is all about trusting in your spiritual strength. The strength card overcomes challenges. And I do feel somebody here is some type of wounded warrior or wounded healer. So the 9 of Wands. We just had Chiron station direct. And so we are in a deep healing portal, and it's going to take a lot of strength to go into this core wound. Maybe somebody is dreading it. Maybe somebody is just dreading having to do this inner child healing. But I feel if you are struggling with progression, there is some type of wound at the core that you need to go into and you need to face in order for this next chapter in your life to come forward. So let's get into it. Let's see what else needs to come through. All right, we got Leo energy, and we do have currently Chiron in the sign of Aries. And so collectively, we are all experiencing some type of self-identity crisis, self-identity wound. I feel the Hermit energy coming through. So this is like a re-identification with self, a realignment to a higher energy. So don't let people or places get you down. So if you've been feeling down, it's time to take a step back and find your natural rhythm again. So let's do 9 cards. Let's see what else needs to come through for a message today. But this is all about sustainability. Look at that. Right out the gate, we get the Devil card in reverse. And so there's a need to address toxic patterns. And maybe the toxic pattern is you're just not applying yourself. We get the 3 of Wands in reversed. And we get the Hierophant. So this could be an unexpected shift in beliefs, right? Sometimes we get so deeply rooted in an ancestral belief or a family belief, we don't realize how toxic a pattern is. And so this is about analyzing a deep familial pattern, I feel, and overcoming it. And so the 3 of Wands in reverse is like, this has been a long time coming. We get the Moon energy, the Moon upright, so Pisces, Cancer. We get the Page of Cups in reversed as the central energy. And then we get the 5 of Pentacles. And so there is some deep inner child wounding here, I feel, coming up when it comes to a lack mentality. Spiritually bankrupt is what I heard. Somebody here might be feeling bankrupt. And so when you're struggling with money, your pocketbook will be a reflection of your self-worth and your self-value. And so I feel there's a need to go deep into some inner child wounds. I could be speaking to a Pisces. I feel strong Pisces energy here with the Page of Cups reversed, and pages represent children. And so there is like some type of trauma blocked from childhood that has really prevented somebody when it comes to going towards a new adventure in love. And so you're never too old to start over in love. We get the World. Oh, I love the World. So there's somebody here completing a major life cycle. The World is accomplishment, spiritual achievement. The World is like, hey, you did it. A lesson is coming full circle. You don't have to repeat this lesson again. It's time to move on to a new journey, a new cycle. So you could be dealing with an Aquarius, a Leo, a Scorpio, or a Taurus, or you could be one. And then we get the 9 of Pentacles. And so this is somebody independently owned and operated. Somebody here could be healing from codependency, wounds. And what is the last card out? We get the Emperor in reversed. Wowza. Okay, we've got a fall here coming through. We've got an Emperor in reverse. We could have somebody here healing from a deep-seated father wound. And this has been a core belief of maybe my father didn't love me, my father abandoned me, and maybe this has been carried over into every single relationship that you have had. And so bottom of the deck, we get the 9 of Cups in reversed. We get the Ace of Wands in reversed. We get the 9 of Swords upright with the 7 of Pentacles and the 6 of Swords with the 3 of Swords. And so there is a major completion or ending here. And I think it does hurt. It does hurt, but it's leading you towards truth. It's leading you towards healing, and it's leading you towards greater abundance with the Queen of Pentacles. And so I feel there could be a feminine here breaking the chains of a toxic cycle when it comes to what commitment means to you, what marriage means to you. I know when I went through this awakening process, my whole belief changed, connected to relationships and marriage and partnership and what that all means when it comes to commitment. And so I feel a feminine here choosing to commit to herself. It's going to take a lot of hard work, and you're going to have to get grounded because this is going to hurt. Endings are painful. There's no way around it. You cannot avoid the heartbreak, right? And so somebody here, I feel, has been stressed. And oftentimes we can allow our thoughts to break our own heart. And so I feel this new moon is an opportunity to plant a seed for personal growth and personal empowerment. And so the 7 of Coins too is somebody could have been stuck on a cycle with somebody, water in a dead tree. Somebody here could be closing out a 7-year cycle and finally choosing to move on, but it is going to hurt. And so there's a lot of thoughts going on here. Remember, thoughts are thoughts until we take that action. And so I feel there's a need to recognize that maybe the spark is gone, the love is gone. This really isn't wish fulfillment. There is some type of addictive pattern here, whether it's an actual addiction or just addicted to a pattern. 9s are completions. 9s are endings. And so there is a need to get honest about a situation that I feel has caused you a lot of grief, has caused you a lot of pain, and to get ready to align to your purest intentions. So I do feel there's a situation here, maybe a loveless situation. It's time to let it go. It's time to walk away. If you're worried about money, I feel there's more money on the other side of this, but it is time to kind of go your own way. It is time to empower yourself and to take action on your own behalf. And so the Emperor reversed. This is like a tyrant. This is somebody that abandons you in your time of need. This is somebody that likes to have power and control. So let's clarify this Emperor in reverse, because we started off with the Devil reversed. We're closing it off with the Emperor reversed. And so I feel somebody's really held on to a relationship longer than they should have. So let's clarify the Emperor reversed. I feel somebody is being divinely guided to leave this person out in the cold. Well, we got somebody here that's a liar, that is a master manipulator. And I think the truth is coming out. So we've got this 7 of Swords. We got somebody wearing a mask. The blocks are removed. The truth is being seen clearly about this person, because we got the Ace of Swords here, the 4 of Swords here, and the 6 of Swords. And so maybe the last 4 years has been a process of trying to figure things out. 7s to me is the divine is bringing in some type of truth about somebody that really is a love bomber, that doesn't have much to offer, is not emotionally available with the Knight of Cups in reversed. And it's going to take strength to see this situation clearly. You could be dealing with a Leo, a water sign, but it really is time to take the rose-colored glasses off. I feel somebody here has definitely self-sacrificed in a relationship, has been stuck, has been bored, has maybe been masking through addictions. Maybe there's food addictions here. But I feel there is a Queen of Cups here that is seeing things clearly and is all done being stuck in a situation that has drained her, that has depleted her. And I feel we've got a feminine here that is likely deceived herself. And maybe there is a group of friends here that gave somebody some poor advice. But I feel it's time to see things clearly. I do feel somebody here that has really self-sacrificed. So what is the Devil reversed? What is this toxic pattern? It's like somebody's had the chains around their neck here. And we get the Ace of Cups in reverse. And so I feel this is all about chasing love. Stop chasing love. Embody love. And that's the truth. I feel somebody here is doing a little bit of research. I feel it's time to see things clearly. Somebody here has a very skewed perception of what love and commitment means. The 4 of Wands, the 4 of Wands, the Page of Swords, and the Ace of Cups in reverse. And so, yeah, it's like the addiction, I think, is trying to make things work. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Let's make it work. When in actuality, It's just delaying the process of leaving something behind with the Eight of Cups in reverse. And so somebody here, I feel, has really held on, has dug their heels in, and has not wanted to let go or recognize that it's time to move on, fooling themselves in a loveless situation. And I feel it's really time to defend yourself. It's really time to stand up for what it is that you believe in. So what is the moon trying to tell us? Because I feel there is something hidden here coming to light, and there is a lesson about to reach completion. And I feel there might be some very blunt, harsh communication coming forward this weekend, and it's going to really bring the brakes onto something, really put the brakes on something, but it is going to lead to a new beginning. So I feel there's fear of moving on. Maybe there's fear of being successful, fear of allowing the wheels to move you forward. The Page of Wands is saying, hey, there's a new idea coming in, but I do feel somebody has really hidden the fact that they're in a commitment where it really isn't emotionally fulfilling anymore. They've been avoiding dealing with this, and then we get this this King of Cups up right below. And so we definitely have a masculine here that might withhold their emotions. I feel this hurts. I feel somebody feels like they're getting stung out of this situation. But the Page is saying it's time to think of a new idea. It's time to really embrace moving forward. It's like somebody here is keeping themselves stuck. And I feel there could be an unexpected departure here. So let's clarify the world. Oh, we get the King of Swords. We get the Tower reversed. And we get the Fool reversed. So I do feel the King of Swords can be very cold, very unemotional. This King of Swords can be very cutthroat, I feel. It's like he will hurt whoever he needs to hurt to be on top. And there is going to be a breakdown. So there is going to be a Tower moment. And this has been avoided up until now. So there is an ending. There is a major ending that will lead you towards some type of rebirth. The Tower reversed is saying, hey, you've known this is needed to end. This has probably already been dead and gone in the water, maybe for the last year or so, maybe even the last 3 years. And it's really time to get honest here. It's really time to admit, like, hey, I made a foolish decision. It's really time to move on. And I do feel to recognize your own self-sabotaging behaviors, because I do feel third party was a mix. Third party can be people, places, and things. Anything that keeps somebody distracted from fully committing. And so there's going to be an unexpected choice in love. This is about choosing from the heart. I do feel there is an unexpected departure is really what it feels like. And this is going to lead somebody towards more abundance. So where's the divine encouraging this queen to go? I think there's so much resistance to an ending. We get the Death reversed. We get the Four of Swords in reversed. And we get the Two of Cups. And so the divine is saying, hey, it's really time to admit that this isn't working. We could have a same-sex couple here. We could have 2 women here coming through. And it's like you can no longer resurrect this. The Death card and the Four of Swords, it's like doubling down on death. And somebody has really resisted walking away. Maybe at one point in time you thought this was your soulmate. And let me tell you, we have many, many soulmates. Not all of them are meant to stay. So I feel the divine is really illuminating a situation here where there really is a lack of trust. There's a lack of loyalty. There's a lack of true, honest dedication with the Knight of Coins in reverse. And it's time to face this wound, because somebody's really held back when it comes to actually doing the work, when it comes to releasing a situation. The longer you grip, the tighter you grip, the harder it gets to hold on. And so I feel somebody is in the dark night of the soul, and they're getting ready to put in the work to get themselves out of some type of hole that they have created for themselves. So let's get a closing message here. What are we going to do for a closing message here? We're going to use the Mary Magdalene Oracle deck. Let's get one closing message here. So sacred worth. You are worthy of love. What you are seeking is seeking you. And so if you are in a situation that does not reflect your highest potential, then understand that your sacred worth is much more valuable than you realize. You are worthy of the love that you are seeking. You are worthy of the love that you give. And so I think there is a major judgment call being made about an unhealthy pattern within a relationship. And I do think it hurts. But the second you release this, you are going towards more abundance. So what's the closing message here? What's the closing message? You are protected. You are protected as you make this choice. One last message, please. Okay, the second power. Trust what your soul desires. Trust what your soul desires. And so sometimes the ego will keep you stuck saying, no, this is what you need. This is what you want. The soul is going to keep niggling. It's going to keep tugging at you. And it's going to let you know that you have to trust. I feel 6 of Swords. That it's time to leave something behind. Allow your heart to guide you forward. Do not allow your heart to be swindled either. So let's read out of the book for the second power. Let's read out of the book, the second power. If I can find it. If I can find it, soul work. I'm not really good at this book here, but we are going to look for the second power, and I would like to read this for you. There we go. We're getting there. We're getting there. The second power. Trust what your soul desires. What have you been clinging to or trying to control? That's a big message. What have you been clinging to or trying to control? And so what the ego wants is real and powerful, and also part of what it means to be human. We're meant to feel the exquisite suffering of not always getting what the ego craves. We cling to the desires of the ego most often, not even realizing that it's the ego that's driving us to crave so desperately. And so there is a necessary transition going on here, because we need the ego to function while we are here in our human existence. But the soul needs to be the embodiment of our actions. And so the soul also does need the ego. And so somebody here, I feel, is so terrified of change. So terrified of change. The ego doesn't want to let go. The ego doesn't want to die. The ego wants to control. And so what is your soul really asking you to do? You are here to do the sacred work of mastering discernment. When the ego is leading, the ego is clinging to an outcome. So what is it that you need to release? Show yourself some mercy. Release the grasp and the grip of something that you have held so tightly, so you can return back to the soul essence of your life. So the soul wants to lead you. So what is so terrifying that you are afraid to embrace what is new, what is staring you right in the face? Because what is next maybe has never been done before, but what is next is asking you to be fully present in the soul, because this transformation can only happen in the present tense. So what is it that you're clinging to? Or what is it that you're trying to control? I feel somebody here is so afraid of some type of crucifixion. Well, let me tell you, people are going to judge you no matter what it is you do for your life. So you may as well choose for yourself, because you have to live your life for you and nobody else. And that's what I've got for a message today. So I really hope this helped. I hope this resonated. If you would like to book a personal reading with me, check out the description box below, guys. And I do look forward to seeing you all again next time. Thank you.